Hello fellow artists and welcome back to another video. So today is the March ScrawlrBox. So let's just open it. Oops, I'm struggling. There we go. Now this is much thinner than the last one. So these are the supplies. This is the zine. Oh, I like this. It kind of reminds me of a lizard for some reason. Then we have the print. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is absolutely stunning. And the artist is Katrina Young. And those are the socials right there. And then we have some Bristol board sketch tiles. I love the design of this one. I don't think I've ever used this before, but I'm excited to try it out. So let's have a look at what supplies we have. Okay, so we have the sticker, which is very nice. I think it might be one of my favourites from this year, I think. Then we have the list of supplies on the back, but I will go through those. So the prompt is feminine energy. We have a refreshers suite, which I won't be having. Oh yes, look at these Copic gel markers. I have a collection of these, only small though, so this will add to my collection. We also have a Scrawlr pigment liner in the size 0.8. And then a 2H pencil, Derwent graphic. Gotta love supporting those made in the UK businesses. So I'll just put all the supplies together so we can see what we got. I'm so excited to get started on this. I love using markers. Here they are. So let's have a look through the zine. So with all my ScrawlrBox videos I like to go through the zine. Gives you a list of the supplies right here. An interview with the featured artist of this month, so that's who it is there, Katrina Young. And these are some of her gorgeous artworks. Wow, they're amazing. We have some Scrawlr tips. This is a new thing that they've added. They've added extra like tips in there, and I was watching their live stream and they basically mentioned that they put the artist tips in and then Scrawlr tips in as well. So this is the artist's advice, so I'll be reading through that as well. Then this is the list of people that are featured from the January box. Let's see if I can see anybody that I recognise. Just zoom in a little bit. Lucy's in there. Yeah, I don't think I recognise anybody else. Then they did a separate page for top 3. These are just fantastic, absolutely awesome. Very inspiring as well. And it looks like they ask extra questions of the top 3 artists as well. Very nice touch. And then there's some Scrawlr extra bits. And they also mention when they're going live to talk about boxes that were next. So yeah, that's the zine. Now I think what we should do is swatch the supplies. So I've got on the supplies right here and I'm going to swatch on here. This is so smooth. I like how smooth it is. Smooth paper usually works well with markers. So this is the graphics pencil. I'm just going to turn it on manual so it doesn't focus on my hand, just the paper. So is this a hard? Yes, this is a hard pencil. I usually prefer soft pencils more than, how do you spell Derwent? Derwent? I think I'd be able to spell that by now. Then we have the Scrawlr. I have used these before. And this time I'm not going to like do it like this because it like flattens the nib. Very nice, I like that one. So that is the 0.8. Now let's test out these Copic markers. So on these Copic gel markers, they are much cheaper than the Copic normal markers and they don't last as long, but they're still very good. So that is the chisel side. Then they have the nice brush. Oh my god, I love that. So good. So that is the brick beige. I'm going to write that next to it. This green. I know Johnny will be impressed with green. It says that this one is a spectrum green. I'm so impressed with how she's managed to create this piece with only the colours used in the box, but I kind of feel like she probably has maybe added a little bit extra in there. We'll see anyway. So I'm going to try and mix these colours together just to see what we can get. Oh, you can also get like fine bits, I guess. Okay. So I think what we'll do is we'll just try and blend each one together just to see what it makes. And we'll probably go back and forth if I can find the right side. I don't know about that one. Kind of made a darker blend, I guess. Let's test the, what's that one again? Mallow. And we'll go back over with this one again. And then one more left is the beige. So that kind of creates like a lighter tone of the orange, and then do it in circular motions. Yeah, so they're the different ones that we can get. We'll zoom in just so you can see. Obviously this one blended much better because I did it in a circular motion, and I forgot to do it with these two. So yeah, that's everything swatched, and now I think what I'm going to do is sketch something and then have a go at using the supplies, and hopefully something will come out alright. So let's get started. Hello fellow artists, and welcome back to another ScrawlrBox video. So this is ScrawlrBox number 91. I have started numbering them now. So this month's box is all about embracing the feminine energy this time of year's season has to offer. Taking inspiration from our featured artists, we encourage you to explore work in this soft colour palette and channeling Mother Nature into your delicate artworks. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the supplies that were included in the box and telling you how much they cost to see if we're getting our money's worth. So the first thing that was included in the box was Copic Chow markers in Spectrum Green, Mallow and Brick Beige. A Scrawlr favourite, Copics are loved by designers, illustrators and colourists worldwide. Copic Chow is the ideal alcohol marker for graphic artwork because of their smooth application and versatility. Their double-ended designs feature a super brush nib and a chisel nib for a variety of expressive strokes, and they retail for £5.49 each. Wow, that is a lot for just one marker. Anyway, the next thing that was included was the Staedtler 308 pigment liner pen in black, and the size was 0.8. A great pen for writing, sketching and drawing. Its deep dark black pigment ink is both light fast and waterproof, and also won't bleed when highlighted, and that retails for £2.95. Next up is the Derwent sketching pencil in 2H. Since 1832, Derwent have been making pencils to suit every artist. This Derwent sketching pencil in a 2H graphite features a broad round barrel, making it comfortable in the hand for easy movement and maximum control, and that retails for £1.85. And last but not least is the Art Gecko SQ Bristol board pad, designed for creators. This square sketch pad contains 10 sheets of 250 GSM premium white Bristol board with a light surface, making this the perfect for gliding those Copics across the page, and that retails for £2.99. And altogether, these supplies added up comes to around £24.26, and that's not including the magazine and print. So yeah, we've definitely got our money's worth there with this box. Now, I really struggled with this, with the contents. I did pre-sketch out the face to begin with, and it was very tricky with the pencil. Like, again, I'm not a fan of hard pencils, and it just wouldn't erase with my kneaded eraser on the paper. It was leaving bits of the kneaded eraser itself, so I probably should have used a harder eraser, but I'm not sure if that would have ripped the paper or not. I'd have to test that. And when I was looking at the print, there was like red tones and more of a bright yellow, so I presume that she didn't use the colours that were provided in this box, or she did and used extra, because I couldn't mix to get those type of colours, if you know what I mean. And yeah, I've never really ever done a Copic face A portrait using Copics. I always use pencils. That's my go-to thing. So yeah, this was very, very tricky, and it kind of dried a little bit strangely. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Maybe I should have waited to be in between layers to let them dry, but then again, you've kind of got to blend them whilst they're wet. I mean, I think so. I'm no expert, but yeah, I found this box a little bit tricky, but overall I am impressed, but not with the piece that I created. I could probably do so much better, but the paper only bled just a little bit on the back, only the tiniest bit, which is really good to say how many layers that I applied. To get the darker shade of purple, I did end up using the black pen and just went over it, so I did like darken it up a little bit. But yeah, that's all I've got to say about this box. Comment down below if you've got your box. What do you think of it? Do you like it? And if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like. Comment down below what you think. Share with your friends. Subscribe for more. And I'll see you next time with another video. Okay. Bye-bye.